guys. Going to start you off with a fun fact. Both my sisters are married to men that look really similar to my dad. And obviously each other and him. So that would be like way less awkward for me if I wasn't the only single girl left in my family. Because it kind of feels like I am, bucking the tradition by, not fancying him. Do you fancy your dad? You fancy your dad? Fancy your dad? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't fancy my dad, like, not at all. Like, no, thank you. My type is tall, dark, definitely gonna treat me like shit, and not gay vicar. Oh. Yeah, that's my dad, gay vicar. Not my type, and I'm not his, thankfully. Growing up with a gay dad, people, they want to know, like, what's it like growing up with a gay dad? What's it like? It's basically like being on Queer Eye for the straight guy, except I'm the guy, and they're just really mean about everything I wear. I was there last weekend. It was a hard time for me. They're not always mean, by the way. They're not always mean. So I used to do burlesque. And if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's basically fancy stripping. And I can honestly say, from the bottom of my heart, that nothing makes you feel less sexy more quickly than the sound of your own father's proud whoops just like cutting through a crowd of cheers. As you're whipping your own bra around your head. You don't get over that shit quickly. I only did it for 4 more short years after they came. I'm traumatized. Yeah. And the dating thing, I go on dates. I like being single, but I go on dates. I actually very recently went on a date with a guy in November 2018. Genuinely the last date I went on. I'm in demand. And it turned out he was a writer, and oh my gosh, I'm a little bit of a writer too. So I was like, I actually do. Oh, by the way, if anyone's turned on by what I do in the next 30 seconds, please come see me afterwards. I'm very single still. So I was like, oh my gosh, I actually do a little bit of writing too. In fact, I very recently found some Pride and Prejudice fan fiction I wrote as a teenager. No? Are we? Oh my gosh, are we on a date? You guys. I'm blushing. I mean, it is a truth universally acknowledged that if you do tell a guy that you used to write Pride and Prejudice fan fiction as a teenager, he does instantly become aroused. I can see that. So anyway, sorry. No more teasing the man in the front row. So we were on this date, and he was a writer, and I'm a writer. Oh my gosh. So he was like, oh, I have an idea that I kind of want to tell you, but I feel like you're going to steal it. So please don't. Promise me you're not going to steal it, and I'll tell it to you. How rude is that on a first date? That's real rude, right? So anyway, I was like, oh, I'm not going to steal your idea. But sharing is caring, guys, isn't it? So if any of you guys want it, I'm going to tell it to you in the next 1 minute. So his idea was this. He went to me, okay. Are we ready? Okay, cool. So I need you to picture this. So what if animals could talk? By the way, guys, this is an original idea that I wasn't allowed to steal, okay? So, what if animals could talk? And they got so fed up with the way that humans were treating them that they had an uprising. Sounds like a classic, right? Yeah, so obviously there's only one thing that can really go through your head when someone is literally telling you that they wrote the original concept for Animal Farm. I was obviously oh my god. I want to date with George Orwell. which obviously wasn't possible because he died in 1950, which I was very, very upset to find out about. And also, when I got home, awkwardly enough, my housemate went to me, he doesn't look like George Orwell, does he? No. Do you know who he looks like? Any guesses who he looked like?
Your dad?
No. No, he looked like my brother. Very fucking awkward. Thank you, guys. I've enjoyed Harvey. You've been beautiful. Thank you.